Welcome to today's Transformation Dive, right here in the Earn Flow Zone. Ever felt that cold dread just looking at your phone screen? Specifically, the one with the little bank icon? Yeah, you're probably not alone. It's like playing financial hide-and-seek, except you're hiding from the numbers. If you're into real, actionable money and mindset content that cuts through the noise, hit like and subscribe. It helps way more than you think in getting this message out. Drop a comment with where you're watching from, or maybe share your biggest money habit win lately. Let's dive in and change the way you think about success. Section 1. That gut punch feeling. You open your banking app and flinch. It's a physical reaction, isn't it? You've been expertly avoiding this moment, maybe for days, possibly weeks. That familiar knot tightens in your stomach because deep down, you know the numbers there aren't telling the story you want to live. You scroll past the balance like it's a spoiler for a bad movie, maybe just checking for a deposit, studiously ignoring that bottom line that feels like it's screaming your reality. Or perhaps you bypass the app entirely. Unopened bills pile up, credit card statements stay tucked away in a drawer. Out of sight, out of mind is the mantra, right? It's what you desperately tell yourself. You catch yourself thinking, if only I just made more money, this whole feeling would vanish. So you chase the next paycheck, the next side hustle, the next promotion, utterly convinced that more income is the magic bullet, the ultimate antidote to this financial anxiety. You see others who seem to manage fine, maybe earning less than you, and you internalize the question, what's fundamentally wrong with me? You might point fingers at the economy, your boss, a string of bad luck. But deep down, you have that nagging suspicion it's something else, something much closer to home. This feeling, this avoidance, this constant low-grade stress about money, it's not just about the digits in your account. It's a vivid symptom of the relationship you have with those numbers. And right now, that relationship is in serious trouble. It feels messy, maybe even toxic. You treat money like that difficult relative you only see at awkward family gatherings, pretending everything is perfectly fine while secretly resenting their very presence. You don't truly engage with it. You don't seek to understand its flow. And you certainly don't have a plan for building something positive together. This isn't merely a money problem. It's fundamentally a mindset problem, masquerading as a money problem. And here's the surprising truth. A major myth busted. Until you fix the relationship, no amount of money will ever truly feel like enough. You could literally win the lottery tomorrow, and if your foundational relationship with money is broken, history shows you'd likely end up right back in this exact spot, feeling that same gut punch. The cycle continues, not primarily because you don't earn enough, but because you haven't learned how to be present with the money you have, or the money you could cultivate. The critical first step isn't boosting your income, it's acknowledging why you feel this way, and honestly assessing what this pervasive feeling of avoidance is truly costing you in terms of peace, opportunity, and control. Ask yourself, what specific number are you avoiding seeing? And what stories are you telling yourself to justify that avoidance? Try this for a week. Open the app daily, just for 30 seconds, and simply observe without judgment. Your money relationship revealed. Okay, let's talk about the surprising core of everything. Think about the most important relationships in your life, with a partner, family, close friends. What makes them thrive? It's usually built on communication, trust, understanding, clear boundaries, and consistent effort, right? Now, here's the mental flip. apply that exact same lens to your relationship with money. Yes, you have a relationship with money. How do you communicate with it? Do you check in regularly, like reviewing budgets or statements, or only when there's an emergency bill looming? Do you trust yourself to manage it wisely, or do you feel impulsive, maybe a little out of control? Do you truly understand where your money comes from and where it really goes? Or do you mostly ignore it until it throws a tantrum? Your unique money relationship is the sum total of your deep-seated feelings, thoughts, and actions towards it. For a broke beginner, this might manifest as fear and avoidance, making it impossible to tackle debt. For someone comfortably in the middle, it could be indifference born from routine, leading to insidious lifestyle creep that swallows savings. And for the ambitious earner, it can be an obsession with earning, but a total disregard for managing, resulting in financial chaos despite high income. This relationship isn't random. It's your unique money story, shaped profoundly by your family dynamic, past experiences, and the societal messages you absorbed. Maybe you grew up hearing phrases like, "Money is the root of all evil," or the constant refrain of, "We can't afford that," or witnessing intense arguments centered around finances. These buried beliefs form the often unconscious foundation of your current relationship with money. You act them out every single day without even realizing it. Here's the powerful and perhaps surprising insight. Your current financial state is less a reflection of your intelligence or how hard you think you're working, and more a direct outcome of this subconscious relationship. If your relationship is built on fear and avoidance, guess what? You will constantly fear and avoid dealing with your money, perpetuating a cycle of struggle. If it's anchored in shame, you'll hide your financial reality, making openness and therefore change impossible. If it's rooted in impulsive gratification, you'll feel compelled to spend everything you get, never building genuine security. You carry this financial baggage everywhere, regardless of how much your income increases. The incredibly good news, though, is that like any relationship, this one can absolutely be changed and nurtured. It starts with a moment of brutal honesty about what this relationship is right now, without any judgment. Just observe. What are the recurring themes in your financial interactions? What feelings instantly bubble up when you think about money or spending it? What are your automatic reactions? This one habit changed everything for me in understanding this. Ask yourself, how does money feel to me? What do I believe about money at a deep level? Try this simple but profound exercise for 10 minutes this week. Sit down and reflect only on your feelings and thoughts about money. Do not look at bank accounts, bills, or budgets. Just focus inward. What emotions come up? What are the automatic assumptions? Write down whatever comes to mind, uncensored. This act of conscious observation is the first, most crucial step in transforming your relationship with money from one of struggle to one of strength and flow. Welcome to today's Transformation Dive, right here in the Earn Flow Zone. Ever feel like dealing with money is like trying to fold a fitted sheet? It's confusing, frustrating, and often results in just shoving it in the back of the linen closet, hoping it sorts itself out. Except with money, that closet is your financial future, and things definitely don't sort themselves out back there. They tangle, they multiply, and they cause way more stress later. If you're into real, actionable money and mindset content that helps untangle the mess and build genuine flow, Hit like and subscribe. It helps way more than you think in spreading these ideas. Drop a comment below with where you're watching from, or share your biggest money habit win. Big or small, we celebrate progress here. Let's dive in and change the way you think about success. Section 3. The high cost of avoidance. All right, let's peel back a layer and get brutally honest about the real cost of pretending your money situation doesn't exist. When you actively choose not to look at your finances, avoiding the banking app, stuffing bills in a drawer, ignoring that credit card statement, you're not just dodging numbers. You are actively dodging reality. And reality, folks, has a spectacular talent for catching up to you, usually at the least convenient moment. Think of it like ignoring a small leak under the sink. It doesn't fix itself, it just turns into a flooded kitchen and a much bigger, more expensive problem. For someone just starting out, maybe wrestling with student loans or credit card debt, avoiding those statements means interest isn't just sitting there. It's compounding, quietly turning a manageable molehill into a debt mountain that feels insurmountable. You might make minimum payments based on a vague hope that it's enough, but without knowing the full scope of what you owe, there's zero strategy. You're just treading water without a paddle. If you're a mid-earner whose income has seen decent growth, avoidance often looks like never creating or checking a budget. Your spending mindlessly expands to match your rising salary. You tell yourself you'll start saving later, when you earn even more, because surely then you'll have enough left over. But here's the kicker, and it's a surprising truth. Later rarely comes. The spending simply grows to fill the new, higher income too. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in the bottom. You just keep pouring without ever getting full. Even for the ambitious hustler earning solid money, avoidance can manifest differently. Maybe neglecting personal taxes because you're too busy chasing the next deal, missing prime investment opportunities because you haven't set up the right accounts, or failing to build a crucial safety net because you feel like you're always earning and immune to setbacks. The shocking, uncomfortable truth is that ignoring your money problems doesn't make them disappear. It actively ensures they grow larger, more complex, and significantly harder and more expensive to solve down the line. You end up paying a premium, not just in actual dollars lost to unnecessary interest or missed gains, but in the constant underlying hum of stress, the forfeited peace of mind, and the endless list of missed opportunities you could have seized if you were in control. You might rationalize this avoidance with excuses like, "I don't have time," or "I'm terrible with numbers," or "it's just too stressful." These aren't reasons. They're symptoms of the broken relationship, carefully constructed barriers to avoid the temporary discomfort of facing the truth. This isn't about dread anymore. It's about curiosity. Here's your immediate action, the first step to breaking this costly cycle. Choose one specific financial item you've been actively avoiding. Maybe it's opening that particular bill, logging into that account you haven't checked in months, or finally looking at that investment statement you stuffed away. Set a timer on your phone for just 5 minutes. Your only goal is to locate that item and look at it. Just look. Read the number, the balance, the total due, whatever it is, acknowledge its existence. You are explicitly not allowed to judge it, chastise yourself, or make a plan yet. Your sole mission is to break the avoidance cycle for this one single item. The immense power isn't in fixing everything right now. It's in facing the truth, one small piece at a time. This one habit, facing it, has the power to change everything. Section 6. Wind down, reflective close. So, we've faced the uncomfortable truth about avoidance. It's not a passive state. It's an active, often expensive choice. The weight you feel isn't just random stress. It's the cumulative pressure of ignored realities and missed opportunities. But the great news? That cycle, that cost, ends the moment you decide to face it, even just for 5 minutes. You don't have to fix it all today, tomorrow, or even this week. You just have to start looking. Think about the shift this single action sets in motion. Facing one statement, one bill, one balance chips away at the mountain of dread. It gives you clarity, which is the first, non-negotiable step towards control. That control translates directly into peace of mind. Imagine not having that nagging feeling in the back of your head, the constant worry about what you're ignoring. The potential long-term benefit isn't just a healthier bank account. It's a lighter spirit, a more confident stride, the freedom to make proactive decisions instead of reactive ones born of panic. It's about building discipline, not just with money, but in how you approach challenging truths in every area of your life. Facing your finances isn't about being perfect. It's about being present and empowered. It's about realizing that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way, step by step. In the end, your bank account will catch up to your mindset, not the other way around. Here's where the myth truly crumbles. The one that says earning more money is automatically the solution to all your financial worries. You look at successful people, and maybe you think they've got some secret, guaranteed high-income stream, or just landed lucky breaks. While opportunity and skill absolutely matter, the surprising truth is this: many of the most financially secure individuals aren't necessarily the highest earners in the world. They are people who have cultivated a profoundly healthy, functional relationship with money. They treat money with respect, not fear, not blind worship, but genuine respect as a tool. They understand it's a resource, a means to build security, open opportunities, and shape a life they actually want, rather than just an endless source of instant gratification or a shaky symbol of self-worth. Think about two people earning the exact same salary. Person A gets their paycheck, and immediately their mind races to what they can buy to feel good. The newest gadget, that impulse outfit, upgrading their car because they deserve it. They're stuck in a consumer-driven loop, focused purely on immediate pleasure. Now, person B sees that same paycheck and their brain shifts. How can this money work for me? They think about strategically paying down debt, consistently building savings, investing for the future, ensuring spending aligns with their deepest values. They have a builder's relationship with money, focused on long-term growth and stability. And here's the clear cause and effect. Person A, despite their solid income, often feels broke, stressed, and might even accumulate debt. Person B, with the exact same income, steadily builds wealth, reduces financial stress, and gains tangible freedom. The critical difference isn't the amount of money landing in the bank, but the relationship they have with it, because that relationship dictates every single action they take with that money. You can earn $1 million a year and live paycheck to paycheck, completely financially insecure, if your money relationship is driven by instant gratification, avoidance, or shame. Conversely, you can earn a modest income and build substantial wealth over time if your relationship is grounded in awareness, discipline, and intentionality. Financial security and true wealth aren't primarily high income. They are direct consequences of fostering a healthy, conscious relationship with your money. Here's a practical action step to start embodying this. For the next 24 hours, before you spend any money on anything non-essential, that could be coffee, snacks, streaming subscriptions you barely use, impulse buys online or in stores. Pause for just 10 seconds. Don't analyze deeply, just pause, and then simply ask yourself, why am I buying this? Is this aligning with a conscious decision about how I want to use my money? Or is it an automatic reaction, a habit, or a craving? Just the simple act of pausing and asking that question shifts the dynamic entirely. You move from unconscious reaction to conscious choice. It's a small but powerful step towards building real intentionality in your relationship with money. Welcome to today's transformation dive here at Earn Flow Zone. Have you ever felt like your bank account balance was playing hide and seek with your spending habits? Or maybe you treat your finances like that one friend you only call when you need something. Yeah, most people do. We're often taught what to do with money: save, invest, budget, but rarely how to actually feel good about it, or even understand our true relationship with it. Today, we're cracking the code on building not just wealth, but a genuine, healthy bond with your money. It's less about spreadsheets and more about self-awareness, discipline, and intentional action. We'll explore why that relationship matters more than you think and how to start fixing it, one simple step at a time. If you're into real, actionable money and mindset content, hit like and subscribe. It helps way more than you think. Drop a comment with where you're watching from or your biggest money habit win. Let's dive in and change the way you think about success. Okay, you get it. The relationship is key. So, how do you fix a broken one and build a healthy one? It's a process, like any relationship repair, requiring attention, communication, and consistent effort. You start with awareness. You cannot change what you do not see. That's why tracking your money is non-negotiable. It's like starting therapy by simply observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. You need to see exactly where your money is going, without lying to yourself or minimizing expenses. This isn't about budgeting yet. It's just data collection. Every coffee, every subscription, every grocery bill, track it. This reveals the patterns your current, perhaps unhealthy money relationship creates. Are you leaking money unconsciously? Are your spending habits aligning with your values, or are they driven by impulse or external pressure? People often underestimate just how much small, untracked expenses add up. That $5 coffee seems harmless, but seeing $35 or even $50 a week go towards it in your tracker can be a surprising wake-up call. Next, you start communicating. This might mean using a budgeting app, creating a simple spreadsheet, or even just talking to yourself honestly about your financial situation. You're acknowledging money's presence and deciding how you want to interact. You set boundaries. This much for bills, this much for savings, this much for fun. These aren't restrictions to make you feel deprived. They are guidelines to ensure your money serves your goals, not just slips through your fingers. You nurture the relationship by consistently saving, even small amounts, and learning about investing. This shows money that you value its potential for growth and security. It's a commitment to the future of the relationship. The surprising insight is that building a healthy money relationship isn't about complex financial maneuvers. It's about consistent, simple habits. It's showing up daily or weekly, paying attention, making conscious choices, and being disciplined. It's less about finding a secret investment strategy and more about consistently not spending money you don't have and intentionally directing the money you do have. Your action step, perhaps the most powerful initial step. For the next 7 days, track every single dollar you spend and earn. Use a simple notebook, your phone's Notes app, a free tracking app like Mint or Pocket Guard. Just record the amount and what it was for. No judgment, just information gathering. This is the foundation of awareness, and awareness is the bedrock of changing your money relationship. So take a breath. You've done the hard work of awareness. You've seen where your money goes. That first step, simply observing without judgment, is monumental. Many people stop there, overwhelmed by the data. But that's where the true opportunity lies. It's not about feeling guilty. It's about gaining power. When you understand the current state of your money relationship, you can consciously choose to change it. Building this bond, like any valuable relationship, takes time and patience. It's not about a single dramatic change, but the accumulation of small, consistent actions. Think of it like building muscle. You don't get strong overnight. You get strong through regular, focused workouts. Every dollar tracked, every conscious spending decision, every saving deposit is a rep for your financial fitness. The deeper insight here is that discipline with money isn't deprivation. It's a profound form of self-respect and future-proofing. It's saying, I value my future self enough to make smart choices today. This simple shift in perspective, from seeing financial discipline as a chore to seeing it as an act of self-care, changes everything. The long-term benefit? Not just a healthier bank balance, but a stronger sense of control, reduced stress, and the freedom to pursue the life you actually want, rather than being dictated by debt or financial anxiety. It gives you options. Keep showing up for your money, and it will start showing up for you in ways you never expected. In the end, your bank account will catch up to your mindset, not the other way around. Your financial reality isn't some random outcome. It is a direct reflection of your relationship with money. This is the core principle we need to internalize. It's genuinely not about how much you earn, not primarily anyway. It's about how you feel about money, the thoughts swirling around it, and the actions those thoughts and feelings ultimately drive. A relationship built on fear breeds avoidance, like ghosting a difficult conversation. Instant gratification? That leads to overspending, chasing temporary highs. Shame compels you to hide your financial truth, pretending everything's fine. But a relationship built on respect, awareness, and intentionality, that builds security and allows for genuine growth. You've seen firsthand that avoiding your money problems doesn't magically shrink them. It only makes them bigger, more expensive down the line, and certainly more stressful. You've begun to glimpse that financial success isn't some cosmic lottery win, but the conscious result of cultivating a healthier money relationship. Perhaps you've already taken those initial brave steps, pausing before hitting buy, reflecting on that gut feeling when bills arrive, maybe even tentatively tracking expenses. But honestly, what happens if you ignore this crucial lesson right now? If you close this video and immediately slip back into avoidance mode, hoping a bigger paycheck is your magic bullet, you remain stuck. Every raise becomes just another opportunity for lifestyle creep. You'll accumulate more suffocating debt or watch years pass without building any real savings. That same knot of anxiety, that same low-grade stress will persist, regardless of how much money flows through your hands. You're trapped in a cycle of earning and spending. Earning and spending, never actually building true security or freedom. Your financial life feels chaotic, constantly stressful, and utterly outside your control. The powerful insight you must grasp now is this: you are in control of this relationship. You possess the power to change it, beginning today. You don't need permission, a special finance degree, or some sudden windfall. What you need is the willingness to face it. You need the courage to look, really look, without judgment or self-recrimination. You need the quiet discipline to take small, consistent actions, like placing one foot in front of the other on a tough trail. The first step is always the hardest, but it's also the most freeing because it actively breaks the cycle of fear and avoidance. Your final, clear, immediately doable step right now, as this video concludes, simply open your banking app. If you use physical cash, just open your wallet. Look, that's it. Don't budget, don't transfer funds, don't pay a single bill. Just look at the numbers on the screen or the cash in your hand with simple curiosity instead of paralyzing dread. Acknowledge the current reality, whatever it is. This single simple act of facing your money, observing it without layering on judgment or emotion, is the foundational step in building trust, creating awareness, and transforming a broken, stressful relationship into a powerful partnership that serves you. It is the bedrock of your earn flow zone. Don't wait. Do it now, face it, and you begin the journey to mastering it. Slow pacing. Taking that step, just looking, might feel small, but sometimes the smallest actions are the hinges upon which the biggest doors swing open. It's about replacing dread with data, fear with awareness. This isn't just about fixing numbers. It's about healing a relationship that impacts your peace of mind, your opportunities, your freedom. The potential long-term benefit of facing this head-on is profound. Not just a healthier bank account, but a lighter spirit, less anxiety, and the genuine security that comes from being in control. It's a deeper insight that financial discipline isn't a cage. It's the key to unlocking freedom and possibility. It's not about restriction. It's about redirecting your energy from fear into growth.